News, there is one recent big huge update about John Brzezink's rematch. So we saw at King of the Table that John was finally able to get his revenge against Alexei Vovoda, and now looks like Engin is giving him another opportunity to have his rematch against Krasimir Kostadinov, and that match is going to happen at East versus West 11, which is probably going to happen sometime in January. This is a big news. It was cool to see John dominate Vovoda in the rounds in which he did, and now one more opportunity to do the same against Karasimir Kostadinov. So after lots and lots of struggle, finally this live stream is happening. The audio is okay. The Drew 24 is here. Everyone is here. Thanks for joining, guys. And when the audio stream was not working, my audio was not working. Then I had like 50 viewers. When it is working, I have 4 likes already, so looks like the numbers has not been updated. Yeah, 17 viewers now. What was the issue? So there was one camera app that was open in background, so I had to click that up arrow and close it from there, and that was probably blocking the audio source. But I'm not sure if that was the camera app, so why it was not blocking the video and only the audio. Guys, like the video and enjoy. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Amrinder. Finally, here we go. The Woodsman has joined. So this is going to be kind of a random chat, whatever you guys want me to discuss. East versus West, controversial issues, my opinions about things, refing. I really enjoyed the Voice of Arm Wrestling interview with Luke Polsher, the referee of Monster Factory, and East versus West recently. So that was a cool thing as well. Hopefully the audio coming to you is from the microphone. Can you guys hear these taps? No, no. I don't think it is from the microphone. Who would win, Pradeep versus Levan? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I think I may be able to take that match. Scratch that mic to hear it. You guys should be able to hear these taps if it is working. I don't think the audio is through the mic. Dennis worried about taking pancakes. I'm not sure. He must be taking some pancakes, but I don't know to which extent he's taking them, because competing without pancakes at the top level in today's world, it's like almost an impossible thing. At the super heavyweights and against the lightweights, it may still be possible, but that too is difficult. But against super heavies, I don't think there is any shot at all, because the super heavyweights are different level monsters. Dennis pancakes, hardware and sound, manage audio devices, recording, default microphone, JBL. Okay, guys, it is whatever it is. Dennis worried about taking pancakes. Will Dennis be 130 plus? I think so. I think so. He said that he will be. So, yeah, I hope he is. Pradeep is the tech support. What is a pancake? Pradeep, please explain. Many of them may not know. I think almost all of them know steroids they're talking about. Neil, Engin, everyone has Devon to win this. At least he's the favorite in most people's eyes. Let's see what happens. Stacks. Yeah, I was surprised to hear that from Engin that he has not seen anything special or anything at that level yet from Denis Cyplenkov, which makes him believe that Denis can beat Devon. That's what Engin said, which was kind of interesting. Who will win, Schoolboy versus Bacho? People would say that but that Bacho would win, but I don't think it is as one-sided as people may think it is. I think Schoolboy can give him a fight. Bro, did you realize that Dennis elbow looked different? Elbow? No, I didn't realize that. What's up, Pradeep? Josh Handland is in the house. Thank you, sir. Good. Guys, like the video and enjoy. Devon only have a chance if the flash pins. If he flash pins Dennis, or else Dennis will bleed him out. Devon can only flash pin people if there is a strength gap between them. I don't think there is much of a strength gap between these two. Although I still believe that Devon is going to win. Hello, sir. Shakib Ahmed. Hello, brother. Why Bharat allied with Israel? I don't know. I don't know. Dennis is as ready as he can be at this stage of his comeback. If that's not enough to beat Devon, so be it. It would be silly to go crazy with the pancakes and risk his health. The sillier thing, as you are saying, is him saying that he's only going to be 85% against Devon, 85% of his peak shape. So the whole world knows that Dennis Cyplenkov at 85% cannot beat Devon now on the right arm. No, in 2018 he may have beaten him on the right as well, even if he was 85%, but that's not going to happen now. So why take a match now, just for some cash opportunity? Thoughts on Engin's match? So I'm going to make a separate video about what I believe about some of the East versus West matches where athletes may have made a mistake, and if I was their manager, would I have taken those super matches or not? I think Engin Terzi's match is one of them. So that video is going to be exciting. Vovoda was looking tough against Dennis. What do you think? Those were small clips, but yeah, if Vovoda is able to do anything against Dennis, if Dennis has to like bring him back from a defensive position, then it's over, man. Then it's over for Dennis. Because you may remember that even Gennady, although that was when you look at a flop press, you're not always thinking that it is an offensive move, but it was used offensively against Devon by Gennady Quickvinia. Although in the final round, Gennady was able to bring Devon back from a defensive hook as well. When Devon was all tight and coiled up like this, Gennady was able to bring him back from here. So that was impressive. That was impressive. But it's really difficult to beat Dennis Devon when he's on the winning side. And if Vovoda is on the winning side against Dennis, then I think it's over. Dennis does not look in his prime video. Greetings, mate. Hope you are doing well. Do you believe or convinced that will be near his 2018 shape? I hope he is. There are some things that can be said about it. If he's 130 plus kilos, he's saying that he has lost a lot of weight in his legs because he stopped training them. He stopped training his left arm, or maybe he's still training but not at the level of his right arm. So that can also explain maybe a kilo light, him being a kilo lighter in weight, and the legs and stuff, and he's looking leaner than before. So basically he can still be like almost equivalent of 140 kilos. But by the way, Dennis arm wrestles now using lat drag, back pressure. I think all of the weight is going to help him. The biggest problem here is Dennis himself saying that he's only 85%. He's going to be 85%. I think that's a lie. I think that's a lie. Is he going to be 100%? I don't think anyone believes that. So maybe 90, 95%. And I don't think that is going to be enough to beat Devon. Couch Apple, thanks for the question. Abdul is saying people is still thinking Gennady can beat Devon in a rematch. He beat him in the main match, so why wouldn't people think that he can beat him in a rematch as well? Dennis is not training legs. That's the only reason why he's not so heavy. I don't need excuses from Dennis after losing that he was not in his peak form after everyone waited for more than 8 months to meet the perfect cycle on the day. I personally believe that Dennis should have taken one more match between the John and John and Devon match. Maybe a Jerry Cadret match would have been fine. That would have been cool. Suits the East versus West narrative, and I think it would have been good. Devon is taller and lighter, so maybe it's not all about body weight. Yeah, yeah, Devon is lighter than Dennis for sure now. Human percent understanding is too different, doesn't matter. That's a good point as well from Beat 1E. Is Jerry legit top 5? No, right now I don't think so. How AWE3 will be affected because visa issues. We have already discussed that, and Ryan is coming to India on 10th of November and he will be arm wrestling Mazahir Saidu in Haryana state of India. Current Dennis versus current Zaur. Well, it's a good match, man. I think Zaur gets a pin or two, and then Dennis beats him. That day, when Zaur went on to practice with Dennis, I think at that time Zaur was stronger. He had no bicep injury, and Dennis was weaker. If around that time a super match between these two happened, then Zaur would have won. But I don't think he will have much chances in the future. Dennis top roll ranking. His top roll, I can say 8.5, and he's basically using top roll only, but it's always on the defensive, man. When I look at a top roll, I assume people going like this, not like this. The way Dennis is like basically like this. He drags back and then tries to pronate from a dad move. That's not a good top roll. So maybe not even 8.5, maybe 8. Answer Q&A question in live. No, I'll make a separate video, bro. More views, more subs, more cash. Why do you want to rob me? Hello, Pro Deep. Manu Pratap. Dennis was losing his wrist against Vovoda if we watch it carefully. Maybe I need to bring it closer because the microphone is not working anyways, I guess. How did you get into arm wrestling? So I liked arm wrestling right from my childhood. A relative of mine beat me when I was like 13 years old, I think. And he was like, Pradeep is not strong. So I was like, bro, I'm going to. He was maybe 20, 28 at that time. So I was like, bro, I'm going to beat you one day. And when I was like 16 or something, I beat him. So I was always interested in arm wrestling. I was always bothering people, bothering my classmates in school. And I was in like eighth, ninth, seventh standard, always arm wrestling people. Used to beat everyone left and right. On the right, there was one guy who was able to beat me, but left was really dominant. So I was always interested in arm wrestling. To be honest, I arm wrestled a lot more before I started this YouTube channel. And since the day I started this YouTube, I've practically, like literally stopped arm wrestling. I used to compete in tournaments before starting this channel. Not too many good tournaments, only three of them. But that's kind of strange. Right now, I'm all into arm wrestling and I'm not competing. When I was basically not watching much about arm wrestling or watching very little. At that time, I was arm wrestling on the table with my friends, with my colleagues, and I was competing. So it's kind of the opposite for me. Usually, it's not like that for many people. Why we have not seen Vitali in a hook? Because he doesn't need to hook. He has a better top roll than a hook. Dennis was losing his wrist against Vovoda. If we watch it carefully, that's not a good sign. If that's the case, then that's not a good sign. Wish Zaranov was competing in November. Zaranov is a great guy, man. Always gives good close matches. Do Pro Panja have any plans to invite other South Asian players? I don't think so. As of now, I don't think so. Only Ryan Bowen. Maybe Devon as a guest in the future. Artem Morozov versus Brock Lesnar. What do you think? In a wrestling match, Brock would destroy him. In a boxing match, Morozov likes to box. He did some training for boxing. Still, Brock would destroy him. In an arm wrestling, yeah, Brock would lose for sure. To Pruvanja. So, can you beat Devon Letson? When I watched Orden arm wrestle with Aussie arm wrestler, I expected Orden to beat him comfortably. I was not that impressed. So, I don't think it is going to be like totally one sided if we arm wrestle on the left arm. I don't think so. But yeah, he is still the favorite against me. Right, he's going to destroy me for sure. Not even close. Like maybe he's like 30% stronger than me. I'm 50 kg and I beat 80 kg guys. That's good. That's good. DB talks with $2 super chat. Why did Gabby lose to those randoms in that video? Because they were bigger than her. They were taller than her. Gabby may flash pin Barbora in the first round. But Barbora may do better against those random guys because of her stature, because of her arm length. I think that's how things work. Gabby is just not suited to arm wrestle against those tall guys with large hands. In a hook, she could have beaten at least one of those two guys. Love watching the televised matches in India. Crowd super excited. Sport seems to be exploding. WW, where are you from and where did you watch those matches, brother? Please let me know. Any word on Alex Cordecha? He's hiding in a cave, man. He's hiding in a cave, maybe getting strong, hibernating as of now. Need to remember that you never go 100% in practice pulls. That's why it is 100%. That's why it is practice. Practice pulls matter. I don't know when I'm going to roll out that t-shirt. Bro, please, can someone partner up with me? Any of you watching, graphics designer? Practice pulls matter. Wish Zaranov was competing. Milo is way more genetically powerful than Orden. Pradeep, I partially broke my arm in February 2023. 8 months. Should I start arm wrestling again? Yeah, I think 8 months is a good enough time before going sideways. Maybe do more like normal traditional stuff, then start arm wrestling. Winner of Devon versus Dennis match. I think Dennis is going to lose against Devon. Love the channel, Pradeep. Personal question: is Pradeep a stage name abbreviated for Pronate Deep? Yes, it is, Lawrence. Thank you, sir. Thank you for liking the channel. Hermes versus Vitali. I think Hermes Gasparini should beat Vitali. Weakness of Hermes is longer hands, and Vitali had trouble against flop press of Dave. Hermes is also going to do the same, I think, even if he loses his wrist. WW exploding. Yeah, I read that. YouTube, okay. Great confidence whenever you beat Devonson. His father is going to destroy you. India had a good team at IFA Malaysia 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Dennis usually looks not dominant in practices. 2 months before 2018 match with Devon was losing badly to Ilya Grachev, who wasn't even national champ. That's news to me, Oleg. That's news to me. Thanks for letting me know. I'll make the shirt, Pradeep, and tag you. Okay, okay, bro. And it's just a practice pull shirt. I can bet on Dennis. Okay, that's cool. You'll find some people to bet. I think Dennis Cyplenkov's blocks were sold before Devon. Vitali destroys Hermes. Hermes' fingers will broke. I will broke you, my friend. Your thoughts on rival country arm wrestling matches like Pakistan versus India, China on Pro Punjab. It can be cool. Not going to happen anytime soon, but it can be good. What about GOAT match? GOAT match, John Brezink versus Krasimir. I think it is going to be awesome. It's going to be an absolute war. Then after that, Matt Mask versus John Brezink at Monster Factory. That's what I would like to see. Vitali destroys Hermes. Okay, I can bet on Dennis. Practice poll. Coach Ray versus you, bro. I need to get strong and then use two hands against Coach Ray to have any shot against him. Babka never posted a video with Dennis' offensive setup. It's weird, but understandable. Yeah, maybe they are hiding something. Maybe Dennis has a different plan. That can be a thing. Matt Rhodes Sport said that in the past it has happened that Dennis asked him to edit out the footage of his training, edit out specific footage of his training on the table. So maybe Dennis is doing the same here as well. Maybe he's not gripping as low as he's gripping. Will Dennis Kings move Devon? I hope he does. I hope he just doesn't lose like that. He goes under the table, utilizes some fouls, makes it a total mess, and makes the match more exciting. I hope all of that happens. I will hope that Devon also does the same. I just don't want them guys to just lay their arms down and quit without trying everything they can. Babkin is the only guy who's bringing the Russians in the spotlight. People should stop criticizing him. Babkin is doing good work. He's doing good work. He's kind of a shady character, but also a good character at the same time. If you are friends with him, he'll talk with you with the utmost respect. If you're probably not friends with him, he is the most disrespectful guy out there. So he's kind of a weird character. How much of a mutated human is Devon at this exact time? 50% mutation. Can Devon press through Dennis's King's move? There is a possibility, but Dennis Cyplenkov's back pressure is insane. So Devon may be separated too much. But again, he has a very long arm, so it may be possible. But Dennis may not be able to flop press Devon. That's the problem. Pradeep, will you bet on Devon versus Dennis like you did Levan versus Devon? I've stopped betting for a long time. I think the last match that I bet money on $300 on Devon versus Levan match. I'm not sure. I think I'm feeling confident enough that Devon is going to win, but I won't bet on a 3-0 if it is a 3-0 situation. But kind of a shady character. That's a good way to describe him. Yeah. And he's been there. Like he was at the Vendetta 50 event 2018 Devon versus Dennis match. And he said that he knows Vovoda since 2001. So I don't know what this guy's deal is, but I agree, but he's positively contributing to arm wrestling. I also agree. Is Devon versus Dennis going to happen? Where did I lose the comment? Going to be the longest arm wrestling match ever. I hope so. I don't think so. But I don't think so. Both of them do have good endurance, but I think Dennis may have to beat Devon in a very long war. But if Devon beats Dennis, it may not be that long. So yeah, it can be the longest match if Dennis wins it. If Dennis ends up winning the match. Chicken versus clown. Chicken has a stronger arm, whereas the clown has a stronger hand. I can bet money. Did you notice Alexei's wrist looking small? Nope. No. I obviously watched his wrist, but I didn't compare it with the size of his wrist from the past. Players from different federation. You just deleted it as I was speaking about it, as I was reading it. Dennis always lets his opponents hit first, which is why he's always defensive. He cannot afford to do that against Devon. He did not do that against Devon in 2018, at least on the left arm. On the right, who knows? Dennis is underdog in this match for sure. What if Dennis is just the top role Devon? Uh, maybe on the defensive side, but for sure he's not going to top roll him in the center. That's I can bet any amount of money on that. Pradeep, what are your thoughts on Devon's treatments or Dennis's PDs? Devon's treatments, so stem cell and stuff. I hope it works, man. I hope it works. I don't think it does. Maybe not that much. Which microphone is it using, man? Your audio is not getting louder from anywhere. Brian Shaw trained versus Levan Prime. Levan Prime. Did John cheat in the setup versus Vovoda round one? Luke was talking about it. Luke said that John kind of gains advantage in the setup in a way that is not even visible to the referees or only to the athlete, but not to the referees. He said that John does something like that kind of motion with little bit back pressure and pronation and cupping. He does that right before the go, but only the arm wrestlers feel that. That's what Luke Polsher was saying. Where do you bet on arm wrestling matches? On arm bet, that's the place. But if somebody is willing to bet like money on a private in a private deal, I like that better. Like I had a $300 bet against Bob Brown in the Devon versus Levan match. Players from different federations should or should not be allowed to compete together in open prize money. Depends on the promoter. Depends on the promoter. If both of them are kind of at the equal level, or both of them are like number one and two, and they don't see each other. Of course, everyone sees the other organization as competition, but if they don't have plans to crush that organization, then I think yeah, they should allow to arm wrestle against each other, but that's not usually not the case. Business is cutthroat, and it is going to be cutthroat in arm wrestling as well, maybe in a few more years. And it is already kind of cutthroat, except for King of the Table and East versus West. I was really excited about Morozov versus Devon, but sad it's not going to happen soon. Yeah. And initially, I was thinking that it's going to be a bad day for Devon if that match happens later, if that match happens in 2024. But right now, I think it's a good thing for Morozov. I think if Morozov was healthy and big, he would have been the ideal partner for Dennis to practice with since he's the closest Devon arm length size. Yeah. Yeah. So arm length, I'm not sure why it is so difficult to replicate. I mean, just use two pads instead of one. Increase the height and then start arm wrestling with someone who has a bigger size hand. So arm length while training, I don't think it is that difficult to replicate. It's just the style. It's just the style. Who wins Sermes over healthy Morozov? Like Dadikian was practicing with arm wrestlers wearing a glove in their hand to to kind of replicate Oleg Zok's arm. Hermes or healthy Morozov. I think Hermes Gasparini beats Morozov quite convincingly, quite easily. North American ranking, Devon. Then we have Jerry. Then we have. I cannot rank Michael Todd in there because of his injury. I'm not sure how strong he really is. If we talk about the Michael of past, I'm going to say Monster Michael Todd, number three. But right now, Dave can be number three as well, or maybe not, or maybe we have Toddzilla at number three. If we keep Michael Todd out of the rankings because of his injury, I think Toddzilla cracks Dave as of now. Dave has always toyed with Todd Hutchings in the practice polls, but right now I think Toddzilla cracks Dave Chafee. And then after that, we have Dave Chafee at number four or number five if we include Michael Todd there as well. Then Michael can be number three. Dave needs to stay out for now and get his health back a bit. Yeah, sooner or later, guys like Derek Smith, Austin Jaggers, they may also start cracking Dave Chafee. Maybe not Austin Jaggers, but Derek has a shot outside of straps. It's not that far off. But as of now, John, yeah, John can also crack Dave. Maybe John can also be there. Corey West. Corey West versus Dave Chafee. That's interesting as well. I forgot Corey. I forgot Corey. Toddzilla, I think Toddzilla may still beat Corey, but it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. And yeah, that's about it. Does Propanja have any plans to sponsor athletes for WAF? I don't think so. They have PAFI now, People's Arm Wrestling Federation of India. So that is also controlled by one of the owners of Propanja League. So the owners are Praveen Dabas and Preeti Jangiani, his wife, and his wife is the head of People's Arm Wrestling Federation of India, which is currently sending athletes over to WAF. Number one, what? Number one, what? Devon is number one, North America. Did Austin beat Didn't Austin beat Derek? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Zaur versus Georgi Thoughts. So this is another match that I'll discuss in that separate video where I will be talking about the matches that shouldn't have happened at East versus West 10, uh, or the managers of the athletes should have picked better opponents. Babkin didn't do a great job in picking Zaur for Georgi Svetkov in this match. Yes, Pro Woodsman Austin, I think he did beat Derek 3-2 on the right and on the left as well. But still, I think Derek may be a more difficult match for Dave. But as of now, I think he can beat both of them. Pradeep, have you promoted AWE in India yet? Mazahir versus Bowen should be really good for November 11th and a festival there. November 12th is a festival. I think Diwali, and November 11th is also a festival. That's why I think this match is now happening on November 10th. Yeah. No, I've not promoted here enough, but I'll do that in the future for sure. And I think that match needs more promotion overseas than it needs in India. Pro Punjab will do the promotion in India for sure. I need to do something about that on this channel. Is Zaur versus Devon fair enough? Not as of now. Not as of now. Next year, yeah, that match can happen. Zaur has a good top role, but we'll have to see if Zaur is able to give some difficulties or a good match to Georgi Svetkov, then it can happen. Zaur Pazulai versus. So this East versus West 10 is also going to answer a lot of questions. This Georgi versus Zaur match that we were just discussing is going to tell us something, even though Georgi is a heavy favorite in this match. But still, if Zaur is able to do something with his wrist, then I think he's good. He's good. And the next AMC tournament and Zaur should be the favorite there as well, but Vitali is stronger than ever. So I won't be surprised if Vitali is also able to beat him once again. But if Zaur beats this version of Vitali, I think he's the man for sure. Does Dennis now arm wrestle better than his prime? Dennis Cyplenkov better than his prime? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I don't think so. It looks like he's more patient. Before that, he was just hitting sideways like constantly, trying to get a pin. Now he's more patient. Vitali versus Hermes confirmed, right? Yes, it is confirmed for King of the Table. Pradeep, can you speak Bangla? Nah, bhai. Nahi. I stayed there for like 6 7 years, but no. I was usually hanging around people who spoke Hindi, so no Bangla. Is 6.2 inch wrist is small? Yes. I don't even need to look at your height and weight. 6.2 inch wrist is small for everyone. Dennis now has more table IQ. Where is your cool goggles? You shouldn't have asked for it, bro. You shouldn't have asked for it. Who you got, Prudnik or Todd? Prudnik or Todd? Michael Todd, okay. I think Prudnik beats Michael. He gave a really tough fight to Devon, so I think he can beat Michael. But he doesn't have a flop press, so he may be in trouble. Who knows? Top G. Hermes versus Cordecha, Devon, and Vitali, all higher, taller arms. If Hermes does not lose wrist, I will be surprised. Any plans on visiting US? So yes, Paul Italia has invited me. I think the date is in December. So he's willing to pay for my flights and everything. That's kind of a cool thing. No, not in December. How can I forget? Let me open Paul Italia's chat. I think it was in Paul, bro. Are you in the chat reading stuff here? Please mention. December 8th to December 10th, Phoenix, Arizona. He's paying for my flights. Let's see if I can get the visa. Bro, do you have any idea on how Levan got so huge? Pancakes, bro. Pancakes, lots of food, lots of workout, lots of rest, lots of creatine, lots of everything. I don't know about creatine. I just made that up. Actually, for a fact, I don't know about any of these, but I think those were good guesses. Pradeep, are you pulling Aussie in December? Not sure. Is he going to be there in Arizona? If he is, then well, maybe yes. Italia, good bro. In your experience, do you recommend side pressure training for newbies? On the table, yeah, you cannot arm wrestle without side pressure. You can train on the table in the gym as well. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But instead of going heavy, do like multiple reps. Try to find that sweet spot where you are sore the next day. Then the next time, do the same workout. Let's see if you are still sore or not. If you're not sore, then it means you need to increase the reps, do even more reps. See if you got sore once again, then try to do the same amount of reps again. If you didn't get sore this time, then increase the reps. Side pressure is a risky thing. So when you are doing a risky workout, then that's how I think you should approach it. So get to a point where you can work out with a lighter weight for like literally 100 reps and you don't get sore the next day. Only then, if at any weight you can get sore doing lots and lots of reps, maybe 50 reps, then you should keep on doing the same weight. And once it stops happening, then switch over to higher weights. That's my recommendation only for side pressure, not other workouts, because that is going to take a lot of time, and in some other fields you need to get stronger faster. That's a very slow method. Animal pack good for like how Levan took. Not sure, bro. Animal Flex, I think you're talking about. What's the name of the brand? The only way to watch East versus West is to buy the subscription. Can't we watch the Dennis versus Devon match for free? No, no, you cannot watch that. Jody is the reason both boys are shorter than Devon. She ruined Devon's tall G. Jody is not short. I think she's like 5'8" or something. That would be my guess. I don't know for sure. She's not short. But Devon's mother was like 5'11" or something. 5'11", almost 6 feet. So yeah, she is shorter than Devon's mother. So maybe yes, you are right. अब तो खरीदना ही पड़ेगा पेपर व्यू. Yes, you'll have to buy it. So 3 more minutes, guys, and we'll be ending this stream. So let's see what are the questions that you have. What do you think strongest bodybuilder in arm wrestling? What do you think is the strongest bodybuilder? That's kind of a weird question. Which arm wrestler or is the best bodybuilder? I think I'm not even sure what you're trying to ask. Morozov can be good in the heavyweights. Lightweights, there can be many. Brendan Elsasser looks strong if he can cut weight. I'm not sure, bro. Who has the best physique? That guy, that mountain guy who just beat Lars Rohrbachen. That's the guy that you're looking for. Larry Wheels. Lars is looking leaner. Ronnie Coleman. Or were you asking about the bodybuilder who can be the best in arm wrestling? Ronnie Coleman used to say that he never lost in an arm wrestling match. So maybe him. Milo have the potential to be like his dad. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think I can bet on the fact that Devon was much stronger than what Milo is when Devon was his age. And the kids of today's generation should be stronger in the at least in the younger ages compared to their previous generation. Well, the questions. Bro, do you know how I can get strong with Georgian diet, please? Or any other diet? No, Nihal, I don't know that. Stop asking these questions and stop doing what I do, which is being lazy. Start lifting weights and don't bother about these things. If you don't want to gain weight, keep the carbs low, fats and proteins high, and lift a ton of weight. Move throughout the day. No matter the amount of weight you're lifting, you won't be lean and looking good if the overall work output is not enough. So move more, work out more, do more reps. If your lifestyle is idle, there is a diet which will get you strong. Paul Italia. Paul Italia, yeah. I'm hungry now. The Drew 24. I want top six-ish common YouTubers ranked in arm wrestling overall. Tom Stubblebane, Paul Italia, Uncle Jim, Pradeep, Aussie, Concrete Elbow. Who is that? I'm sure I'm missing some. Top YouTubers, you want to say? How much weight can you bench press for one rep, bro? That's the wrong kind of question that you asked me. I'm not sure. Right now, maybe 70, 75 kilos. If I train for like a month or two, then maybe 90 kilos. If my life depends on it, then maybe in 5 6 months, maybe 100 kilos. But that's going to be like really difficult. I am very bad in the pushing exercises. In pulling, I can still do something if I get in shape. I guide others to the treasure that I cannot possess. Top G, Pradeep. Okay, that was about the workout comment. That has to be the comment of the day. Noob Master 69. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You made my day. Hello, guys. Welcome to Concrete Elbow. You are rooting for Dennis so we can see him versus Levan. I created that poll. Which match would you like to see more? Devon versus Levan rematch or Dennis versus Levan? And more than 60% people voted for Dennis versus Levan. I think it had like 15,000 votes. So you can clearly see where there is more interest. Dennis versus Levan is what people want to see. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit the thumbs up. Live streams don't really increase any subscribers. So I can sit here and speak for an hour. And if I'm lucky, then I'm going to get one subscriber from this live stream. And when I just closed the Captains of Crush 2, that shot was this is the last shot on my channel. I just lifted that. I held that phone in my right hand, lifted the gripper with the other one, closed it, stopped the video, uploaded it, and it got me 5 subs. And this live stream is not going to get me even one subscriber. When is Q&A? Maybe I'll record tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow it will be posted. Bye, stay healthy. Do you think Dennis should do a hair transplantation? No, I don't think there is any need of that. I don't know why people are scared of losing hair. If I lose my hair, which I may very well, because it looks like there is no gap, but when the hair are wet, like you can see my entire head. So I don't have much hair on my head. If I ever lose them, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to shave it off. Don't care about it. I can go bald tomorrow and I don't care. I don't care at all. When did you go blind? About 10 minutes ago, bro. Your name is very interesting. Thank you, sir. I hope you're talking about me. I'm a big fan of Devon, but I want Dennis to win because I want to see Dennis versus Levan. I think that's the thinking process behind a lot of those polls who voted for Dennis versus Levan. What's up, everybody? Then you will definitely look like Top G. Yeah, bald. I'll sub my brother account for you. No need for that, bro. No need for that. It kind of hurts the channel in a way. You'll get that subscription, but that person won't be watching any videos. So YouTube will start thinking that it's kind of a shitty channel. That's why people have subscribed, but they're not watching. No, that's not what I want. Who's in fact, if any of you have subscribed from multiple accounts, please don't do that. Who's lifting heavier, Dennis or Devon? Dennis, I think. Pradeep, was there one specific arm wrestling match that got you hooked into arm wrestling? I used to watch a lot of Travis Bagent highlights from about arm wrestling. Then started watching Devon as well. Then after that, Dennis Cyplenkov. Are you married? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. See something? I'm going to show you guys something. I'll show you a Travis Bagent kind of photo. How about that? So he's today 7 days old. Is Devon's side pressure can pin Dennis? What do you think, Pradeep? Press. He needs the press. He just cannot go sideways and beat Dennis. Straight curl that baby. Big arms. Congratulations, Pradeep. Thank you, sir. Man, you're old. This is the second best comment today. Nabeen, second best comment. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange feeling. It's a bad feeling, man. thinking that you're getting old. It's a bad feeling when you see like a 19, 20-year old girl and going to college, and you look at that girl, and you think that you still live in that past. When I'm talking about guys who are in their late 20s, you still think about the past, and your subconscious mind is telling you, bro, you guys are the same age, even though she may be like 10 years younger than you. You think that that's the same age, but then you realize that she may call you, like in India we call everyone like who's older, we address them as uncle and not by their name. So then you suddenly realize that you're his uncle even if she doesn't say that. So that's when you know you're old. Congratulations, brother. Thank you, sir. I have a 9-year old and 18-month old. Bro, you took a long break, man. What happened? What happened to you, bro? Enjoy every bit of it. Don't worry, man. I'm late 30s. It's gonna get worse. Beautiful obviously comes after the mom. Due to Devon losing weight. How to pass exam without studying? That's a good question. That's a good question. Study 80% of the main topics. That's almost no studying. That will take maybe 30% of your time, and you will pass, or maybe even 70% of that. Pradeep versus Dylan Dennis. You just remember, no study, just pay attention. Pradeep, start train your kid after 6 months. Yeah, that's the time, man. That's the time. Thank you, guys. I'll see you again.